So while the protests downtown have stayed largely peaceful, police have made more than 100 arrests since the demonstrations began. Chief investigative reporter Eric Flack has been digging into the records to learn more about who these people are that have been clashing with protesters. Eric.
Hey, Adam. Now we're on 8th Street outside of Lafayette Park. This is the barricade that's separating the protesters from the police on the other side. They've been here for hours. This was a crowd that was much bigger. It was full all the way through back here, but just in the last 10 minutes or so, much of the crowd has thinned out and they started marching that way down to the U.S. Capitol. Now, of course, law enforcement calling for calm, hoping these protests will stay peaceful. But after we combed through the records, we discovered that a lot of the people who did end up getting arrested in the past couple days may have come down here with just that intention.
In the first 4 days of protests in Washington, D.C., at least 104 demonstrators were arrested. Around 3/4 of them live in the district or within 20 miles of the city, but others appear to be outsiders. That list includes a 22-year-old Baltimore man arrested for felony looting, a 26-year-old woman from Chesterfield, Virginia, outside of Richmond, who's charged with burglary, a 27-year-old man from Front Royal, Virginia, arrested for unlawful entry. Court records also show a 29-year-old man from Goldsboro, North Carolina, was charged with simple assault Saturday evening on the third night of protests in the nation's capital. At least some of those arrested in the demonstrations also appear to have a history of civil unrest. Early Sunday morning, 40-year-old Legba Carafor of Annandale, Virginia, was charged with destruction of property. The Twitter page listed to Carafor identifies him as a, quote, rather glam anarchist who organizes a metric of protests. According to published reports, Carafor identified himself as an organizer of Disrupt J20, a group that planned a series of demonstrations on January 20th, 2016, the date of President Donald Trump's inauguration. D.C. police has surveillance video in at least 10 other burglaries related to the protests and is still searching for those suspects.